We'll get to Medical Watch in a second, but first, a radio attack ad hit the airwaves this morning, questioning Congressman Mark Kirk's sexual orientation.
WGN's Aaron Mendez joins us live from the newsroom with this story.
Well, good evening. That ad was paid for by Andrew Martin, an opposing candidate for the U.S. Senate seat. The rhetoric wasn't new, but the firestorm it caused within the Republican Party was red hot.
Lake County, Illinois Republican leader Ray True says Kirk has surrounded himself with homosexuals. Mark Kirk should tell Republican voters the truth.
It was a brutal wake-up call over the airwaves for those following Illinois' contentious U.S. Senate race. Within seconds, Andrew Martin threw a hard punch at frontrunner Congressman Mark Kirk, alleging he is gay.
A secret life. He's engaged in sham marriages. He's engaged in all kinds of activity to conceal just who he is and what he is.
Congressman Kirk, currently on reserve duty with the Navy, responded through his campaign manager, Eric Elk, saying, quote, "The ad is not true and is degrading to the political process. The people of Illinois deserve better." Kirk and his wife of 8 years, Kimberly Vertoli, recently divorced, but she still stands in support of her ex, even recently making an appearance along one of his campaign stops. Illinois Republican Party Chairman Pat Brady fired back at Martin within hours of the ad hitting the air this morning. With this quote, "The Illinois Republican Party disavows the statements made today by Mr. Andrew Martin in his statewide radio advertisements. Mr. Martin will no longer be recognized as a legitimate Republican candidate by the Illinois Republican Party." Over the years, Andrew Martin has been sanctioned in federal court for filing hundreds of lawsuits and was actually found unfit to practice law by the Illinois Supreme Court. Despite running for several different offices over the years, he's never won a single election. But as WGN political analyst Paul Lisnick points out, he is being heard.
That he's able to do. An allegation like this, that a major candidate for Senate is gay, in this case, is a major attention getter.
Tonight, Martin was back with a last-minute news conference, this time addressing Pat Brady's statement that Martin was no longer a recognized candidate. Opposing Democratic candidate Jacob Meister was struck not by the allegations, but what he considers outdated prejudice.
I think the voters will see them for what they are, and hopefully the voters will create some sort of a backlash to let Andy know that being gay and lesbian is okay.
And it's not over. Martin says stronger, more scathing ads lie ahead. That today's number is just the appetizer. This is a sensitive issue since radio stations are not allowed to edit or censor candidates' political advertising. A Tribune poll does show Kirk sweeping his 5 rivals for the February 2nd Senate nomination with 41% support. Martin had a 2% backing. Live from the newsroom, Aaron Mendez, WGN News.